Hello friends, how you doing? Day 1374. Hope you're doing amazing. So tonight I want to share with you a little bit of a how-to, a method on how to actually learn how to feel fully secure in yourself. And so this can be platonic relationships, or more importantly, more often in romantic relationships. And so, how do you feel secure in yourself? The one tool you really need is very simple. It's to be able to understand how to properly feel your feelings. Okay? I think most of us, we've never actually been taught how to actually feel our feelings. The older generation, we're usually told to get over it, whatever that we're feeling. To get over your feelings, what have you. And some of you were just told to sit with your feelings. But the key is to actually be able to feel your feelings. And so how do you do that? And so I'm going to share with you hopefully a somewhat simple way to actually be able to feel the feelings in your body. Because if you think about it, what are feelings? Scientifically speaking, it's just a bunch of chemicals that's produced and sent to the brain for you to process and communicate to you something. Okay? And a lot of it was actually created when you were a child, or in your developing years, when you're in your early childhood. And so the thing is, you were wired a certain way, and it was all learned. But the beautiful thing is, because it was learned, it can also be unlearned. So you can actually rewire yourself. Okay, but how do you feel your feelings? Number one, okay, I made some notes here. Number one, when you have strong, intense feelings, first thing, locate in your body where the feeling is. Okay? And the common locations are the bottom of the throat, in your chest, upper abdominal area, in your belly. But honestly, it could be anywhere in your body. Okay? But when you have intense feelings, just first thing, where is it in the body? Okay? The next thing, put a name towards it. Describe the literal emotional sensation of the feeling that you're actually having. Think as if you're a doctor. Okay, is it hot? Is it cold? Is it buzzing? Is it fast? Do you feel certain pressure? Right? So describe the emotional sensation. Okay, and then number three, actually name the feeling. Okay, because once you're able to identify your feelings, you can start to react differently. So are you feeling down? Are you feeling emotional, sad, disappointed, frustrated, right? Each word means something different. But until you actually name the feeling, then you can actually have more awareness of it, okay? Next thing is objectify the feeling. Okay, if you could pull this feeling out of your body, what would it resemble? Like literally resemble. And the next step is you befriend the feeling. What if you were best friends with your feelings? With your best friends, you would never try to get rid of them, right? You can tell, hey, you're safe with me. I got you. And really what you're doing is you're rewiring yourself to be able to feel comfortable with the strong emotions. And understand that you are not your emotions. Just because you feel something doesn't mean you actually have to do anything. You don't actually have to do anything unless you're in actual danger. So whatever we're feeling is just a bunch of chemicals. Just think about that for a second. And we learned a certain way of dealing with stressful situations. And so, how do we rewire that? How do we change that? Well, it takes a process. Okay, and it's going to take time. The process I just shared with you, it's not going to change how you feel about any situations overnight. But if you do it on a regular basis, you can start to rewire yourself and learn something else, right? You can unlearn what you did and learn a new process. Okay, so the thing is, properly feeling your feelings works because you're training your brain to stop attaching negative meaning to the literal emotional sensation. And our brain is wired towards negative typically, right? So, so if you can actually train your brain differently, then then you're on the right track. Okay. And the thing is, when our brain feels that tightness in the bottom of our throat, again, our brain says, "Oh, I'm not lovable. I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough. I'm never going to find someone," and it always goes towards the negative. And the thing is, it doesn't actually mean any of that. When we can train our brain to just see a feeling for literally what it is, this makes our nervous system calmer and chill out. And in turn, it increases our sense of emotional security. Okay? So again, just understand our feelings. We have emotions and feelings. And they all serve a purpose, if you understand that. But if you are unable to sit with the feelings, or name the feelings, or befriend the feelings, then basically what you're allowing your feelings, emotions to do is to guide your actions. Basically, it's guiding you, basically, right? Instead of you taking control. You lose power. Okay? So by befriending it, again, how would you treat a friend who came to see you and was scared or sad? You might invite them over, and you might just sit with them. You wouldn't tell them, "You know what, I wish you wouldn't act like this all the time." You can tell your friends, "Hey man, I'm sorry, I've been trying to push you away. You're safe to be with me now. You can be with me all day if you'd like. I see you." Essentially, that's what you're doing. You're retraining yourself so that you're allowing your emotions, your feelings to actually just be with you during the day, no matter how intense it is. And again, it's going to take a lot of practice. Okay, but if you do it with the agenda of not getting rid of your feelings, that's the most important part. And I remember listening or reading somewhere that if you work on these steps when you're not highly emotional, then it'll allow you to better cope with the strong emotional feelings when it actually does come. Okay? So last thing I'll kind of share and say is that, you know what, some of you, you're used to actually intellectualizing your feelings. And why do we do that? Truthfully, it's probably easier, right? And I do that as well, right? When I have certain strong feelings, I try to think about it and I try to intellectualize it. But the key really is to be able to actually, you need to feel them. And you have to have it connect to your body in some way, shape, or form. Once you're able to actually do that, then you actually have power over emotions and feelings instead of them having power over you. Because if you're not comfortable, you can't sit with your feelings and emotions like you would with a best friend, then you're going to go to your old coping mechanisms, what you used to do when these strong emotions pop up. Okay? Anyways, I would encourage you to rewatch this and listen and make some notes, because it can get deep, it can get confusing, it can be a very powerful exercise. Okay, but again, you need to do it, practice it, do it on a regular basis, and again, I would encourage you to do it when you're not highly emotional, so that you can start to develop the process and have it more natural for when strong emotions actually rise. All right, hope that helps. Have a great night, my friends. I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.